Alright, so before we get into the door update video, got ourselves a very own line of shirts, starting with this one. Went with a funny and comical theme. Hammy at shtnonm. Pretty much done a great job on this. Just you know, having fun with it. You know, the lit adventures of Bassman. Most of y'all probably know how that goes sometimes, especially at shows and after shows. But like I say, just have fun with it. And yeah, this is there's only 100 of these, so try to get these while you can. At shtnonm, they will not be sold through me, so do not hit me up about it. I'll put the link under the description for where you can go to order this and shtnonm product. So with that being said, go check it out. It's got a better picture. I know my lighting right now kind of sucks, but just wanted to give that little insight to y'all, and ain't gonna hold you up no more. Gonna go into these doors. What's up there, people? Alright, now we got an update coming with some doors, out with the old and with the new. So I'm not gonna get too in depth in this, but I'm gonna give y'all just a kind of a, you know, insight on exactly what I got going on here and what I'm doing. Alright, first off, man, let's see, should have just got this here. Alright, so as you see, I screwed this piece to the door skin, okay, and I picked the best places for the two horns and the four mids that are 10s to be placed, going off of what I got going on this door skin. And if you take a close look here, we can get this thing, you can't cut nothing with this window brace piece here for the track. So I tried to put the horns up here, because the horns are too deep to even think about putting down here. So I got the 10s down here. The only issue I even ran across with was this spot right here. I don't even know if I can get in there and show it. Yeah. Alright, see, you got the bolt here holding the bottom of this bracket. So I cut as much as I could and beat this little piece in because the edge of the magnet was hitting against that. So that's basically the best I can get out of that. And I have cut after. As you see, I took this piece and I put onto the birch piece before I even cut these out. So I could, like, I pretty much placed this top piece here that's MDF over that, drew out the actual cutout spots, and then took this back off, put this back on the door after I cut these out. Then I went and basically marked the actual door skin so I know exactly where to cut on the door versus this base piece. So, with you being up to date to that, got all this right here cut. So now, what I'm going to do is, okay, I got these. Obviously, you don't want to do this until you get the other side cut, like flush trimmed. So, as you see, I already got 2 of these and 2 of these. You also have to remember, do not put this, which I'm going to tell you about in a second, on this second one until you have cut out the insert pieces using these flush trim pieces. Because if you don't, then you pretty much added that extra, and yeah. So, I'm going to be using a 1/2 inch insert. That's why this low temp plastic here I have cut with the table saw. I marked it. If I get down here and show you, let's see if I can get this. Okay. there's a 1/2 inch lip there. And that's basically the 3/4 plus 1/2 inch. Pretty dang simple. Okay, so I'm going to put that part stapled all the way around the edge. When you use this, it's best to use a heat gun, especially making around these corners right here, because it will break if it's too sharp of an edge. So you just have to work with this. It's you can get this at, I think, Mobile Solutions, or what is it, UAF products. It's just, all it is 1/8 inch low temp plastic. But yeah, I staple that to this. Give us a something for the fleece to pull down and around, which I'll show you in, you know, it won't be tonight, but with this video to come, you know, I'll show you exactly what's going on with that. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is get these mounted up, because I already figured out what what the maximum depth I can go with this 10 regarding that. So with that being said, we're gonna leg up these pieces right here after I staple these this plastic around the edge, and go from there. So just stay tuned. Alright, what's up there, people? So with that last part, basically just had the one side done up. I had taken this piece and drilled some holes after I got it mounted on the door. As you see, hole there, just everywhere that it's got some door skin left. I know it's missing a lot, but that's what happens when you try to fit 4 10s and some big horns. But anyway, got this worked on today. These cut out. Let me get this out of here for a second. Flush trim those pieces before I put the LTP around, of course. Same with that side. Put the LTP around the 2 different pieces. See what else. Basically, I'm at the stage right now where I got the same legs that I cut to match this side. So what I'm going to do is glue them in place using this right here. It's basically a gel adhesive, but yeah, got some activator, so it's quick. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna show you a little trick. If I can get this focused. As far as how I got that piece over there in there. So as you see here, sometimes these don't fit all the time perfectly in there. The first go around might need a little bit of a, you know, smashing in. But what I'm gonna do, I'll show you here, is you get yourself a heat gun, and this right here. And what you're gonna do is start at one corner, get it down in there, and then you're basically gonna heat it and work it all the way around. Because you see here, this does bow out, and you smash that down in there, and you're gonna end up with pretty much what that is right there. Flush, smooth. After that, I always like to take the heat gun and pretty much heat it, smash it around, gets it nice and contoured around that piece, so that it's pretty much the exact same size. It's going to benefit you for when you add the resin and fleece and you go to take that piece off and put it into the insert, so it gives the exact shape you want. So when it dries, you just pull it out, and it's pretty self-explanatory there as far as trimming it off. But yeah, as far as that goes, right now, just trying to get this side matching this side. So yeah, we'll see you in a little bit and go from there. What's going on? All right, so went and got some hardware, some bolts. Put one there, one down in the corner, one there, one there, one there. Tighten them down to the point where obviously it ain't gonna go in any further. So obviously it's on there good enough. So the other side, let me go over here. I've already pinpointed where the legs, where I previously gave you the update, where they're going, marked them as I had it on the ground. So it's a very important part. So I'm going to put this piece up here by drilling a little 1/8 inch hole and screwing it to it for temporary sake. And then I'm going to do my basically cutting of the metal. Pretty self-explanatory. So I get it to the point where I can drill the holes in it to match like this side. Well, while I'm kind of semi doing that over there, what I've done here is I'm starting to go off the old panel, and I'm obviously I took out the handle and this piece. It was curved, right? So what I did was I cut it, put it in on a sander, got the edges flat, put a little round corner to semi-match. Did the same thing for this. Yeah, these are dirty, they're going to be repainted and all, but yeah, something that is going to sit up here when I glass it in, and have a place for you to grab. Of course, took this little window control. It's going to sit down in there for the. See if I can do this. Hold on one second. Basically, like so. So, also, as you see, I screwed the original sail, and this part I glued to the bottom because obviously it's a separated point there, and I just cut away to match the radius, well, the dash line, and I'm pretty much going to use that as the I'll put some a little bit of kitty hair on the back when I glass it all up, but use that as my point of staple line. What I'm going to do also is come in here and put a 1/2 inch piece of MDF that's going to run all the way across. That way I got something for these window controls to sit on, and well, for the top piece and everything. But yeah, that's going to pretty much go across the top here all the way to pretty much the glass. So all that's taken care of, and it's pretty strong there. And I'll just pull the fleece over that and everything, and it's got a little more pressure where if somebody puts their arm up here, it's not gonna have any issues like that. But we'll get to that, like I say, in the up and coming video. Just wanted to do a little update on what exactly I'm doing, especially with like the tricks and everything like that. So yeah, we'll just get back with you in a little bit. Alrighty, so I got this 1/2 inch piece right here cut. Put a little chamfer around the edge there. I'll show y'all exactly what I'm going to be doing with that to come. I'm going to go over here and show you that I do have this side. Voila. So now that I got them, let's see here. Give y'all, because I'm about to call it quits for the night. Yeah, so basically I'm just gonna pick back up. I got like I said, I got these controls and all, but I kind of got an idea for up here. Give it a little stylish, flowing look. So just bear with me on that. Yeah, as you see, it's they're coming along well. Should be pretty dope. Got them in there, as you see, looking all sexy. So yeah, just stay tuned. Jump into the next clip, but tonight I'm calling. Okay, so we got that side and this side now. Top piece glued on in place. I'll go around over here. Got this piece up here glued in. I know it's a little dark on this side and everything, but this side, just like the other, it's pretty much both sides right now are matching. So that's what we were looking for. Now it's pretty much a fleece game. So I'm probably gonna give it a quit tonight and get back to it. Alrighty, so got the doors off. Of course, you know, we have got them where both of them are pretty much close as symmetrical as it's going to get. And here I've already got this one done. Basically stapled fleece all the way over the plastic part of the old panel, and then basically glued that panel before I fleeced it to the original wood while it was on there, so that when I pulled it off, it pretty much, you know, came off with that as one whole piece. So this piece, as you see, I have stapled pretty much to that little edge, so I got that, still got that little chamfer going on. Once I get this one exactly like this one, they'll be pretty much ready for some resin. Now here's the thing. Got these pieces. I'm gonna tape them off, and when I resin the doors, I'm gonna put these in there in the insert locations. So when I pull them out, you know, you got a pretty good exact fit. But what I'm gonna do is use this bit right here. I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it or not, but let's see if I can get it to, if you see that bit right there, it's like a 1/16 overhang. What that bit is, you can get at 12-volt tools, is pretty much a bit that takes a 1/16 off all the way around. Or I have another bit that's actually I think that one's a 32nd, my mistake. 32nd, and then there's a 1/16. So I'm taking this 32nd off all the way around this and the other piece. So where these insert pieces were so tight around the plastic, I'm going to take that little bit off so it makes up for that fleece. So I'm not having a pain in the you-know-what just trying to get these things in there while it's, you know, drying. But yeah, just something simple, you know, like that will make it a little easier on you. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and finish wrapping this one up and get to the next spot for this update. Alright, now we're to this point where resin is ready. Basically, what I've done here is screwed the insert pieces, which are the 1/2 inch, not all the way in, but just enough, so that, and as you see, I've taped this off, like I've said, so that it pretty much, once I resin everything up to that point, right before it dries fully, I just pull those pieces out, and it, you know, obviously gives it a shape to that point. So yeah, what we're gonna do is just add the resin now and make sure that you start in one corner, wherever you start, and work your way slowly. Because the reason I use this fleece is because it's pretty thick and it soaks it up well. So you really don't have to go back and use that much chop mat. So you don't have, So, yeah, it's like freaking 20 degrees. So this should be fun. So mixing this ratio up. Definitely going to have to do it a little hotter. But, yeah, we'll see how it goes here and get back with you in a second. Okay, so seems like we've been messing with this for an hour and a half now. Okay, so I've used about 1.5 gallons between these two door panels so far, just making sure that much of the fleece has been soaked up with the resin. But yeah, right now pretty much just a drying process where it's so dang cold and everything. I'm having to basically use this heat off of this light to dry, because I mean, of course, right now it's not sunny outside and it's not quite the warmest either. So with a little heater going in here and everything, I'm just give these some time to dry, and hopefully by tomorrow for sure I can flip these over and do the little backside edge, and should be good to go. But for the most part, the entire thing is on both of them has been resined up and just currently drying. So yeah, I'm gonna probably actually make this a the end to like part 1 of the doors and everything. So then the next one I'm going to get into the actual sanding and more in depth on the inserts and stuff like that when it comes down to it, and trying to decide whether it's going to be paint or wrap, which I'm leaning towards paint. So we'll just have to see. But I appreciate y'all following me so far with this, and we'll see what we can do with the next one.